everybody? Welcome to AlertToNav.com, and we are bringing you guys the best Xbox One games from E3. We had the absolute pleasure to be bringing you guys all the information all week long, and we got to try a bunch of games too. So we're going to list off the games that we thought actually played the best, that showed the best, that were Xbox One games exclusively. Otherwise, we're going to probably be talking about Zelda. But let's dial it in here, dude, to like some of the best experiences we had. And I kind of want to start with Cuphead. Because that was a chance that we actually had to play something that we've been watching in development for like 4 years, 2 years. It feels like it.
Yeah, I think it was 2013 or 2014 that it was. So it's been a while now.
And we finally got to get a hands on it, dude. Multiplayer, and it plays really good. If you guys aren't familiar with like the mechanics and how it plays, it's like a Contra meets Mega Man-ish. Like with the dash moves and machine guns, and it's hard as shit too, dude. I couldn't believe how tough it was.
I'm with you, dude. I didn't think that game was gonna be as hard as it was, because you look at it and you're like, oh, it's so cute, like the little guys running around. Then you're in there and you're like, holy shit, this game is legitimately hard.
Yeah, dude. And we even put it on easy, well, what they called easy mode. They just added platforming. They were doing like boss rush mode originally, so I think it's gonna be a nice mix of everything. But the controls I thought were really well. Once you learned them, like there was some dash moves you could do, there was blocking you could do. I didn't know, like there was like the instructions weren't available right away, so you kind of just jumped in and like started going at it. The dude like running it was kind of busy, so but I don't know, I had a blast with that game, dude. They showed off a ton of stuff that you guys obviously saw the coverage and going down the line. And what was the game that you had the most, like what was the best, I guess, Xbox One game for you at the event, dude?
The best game for me at the event was easily Forza Horizon 3. But before I get to that game, the second game that I thought was really cool and I was really hoping they would announce, and they did, was State of Decay 2. Because I was super high on State of Decay 1, the original. I remember, like, I think I talked about this on one of our live shows when we saw this announced, that this game, I love that game. I thought that game was so rad when it came out. It was like the Walking Dead game I never got. And, like, you got to build your encampments, and it sucked that I could only play it by myself, and I couldn't, like, co-op with you and the rest of the team.
Yeah, dude, that was one thing that I always thought was lacking too. Like, I thought it'd be cool to just go hunt for some with someone watching your back.
Yeah, totally. So now that that this game's announced and it's gonna have, the visuals look like the same visuals but like upgraded. It looks really good, and it's gonna be exciting to play 4-player co-op. So that's my like number 2. But the game that I don't know, we're going through this and I was like, what was my favorite Xbox game? I was like, was it Gears of War? Was it like We Happy Few? I played Below. That was really cool. Was it Sea of Thieves? But then I settled on Forza Horizon 3, which is kind of shocking to me.
Super shocking to me, yeah.
Super shocking to me, because I don't like the Forza games really at all, and I thought Forza Horizon 2 was pretty cool. But this game was actually the most fun Microsoft game that I got to play. I mean, the game that you're going to talk about as your favorite was also fun, but this played perfectly. They dropped you in, you got to play 3 different vehicles. It was seamless transition between the vehicles. It was like the perfect demo situation for this game. So maybe that's why I'm leaning toward it. It looked good. It ran super fast. It felt fun, and I could definitely see myself like playing more Forza Horizon, which is really strange. So my best Xbox One game at E3 was Forza Horizon 3 over Cuphead, barely, but just enough. What about you?
Yeah, dude. Going into E3, I would not have thought that at all. Like,
didn't think
going in there,
not a chance.
And when I'm basing in like mine, like best of like E3, it's like the best Xbox One exclusive that we got to play. We got to check out. Not the biggest surprise. Xbox didn't really have a ton of crazy surprises going into it.
They didn't have a ton of like great things to play either. Like Gears of War 4. Like I know Gears of War 4 is good. It's coming out. It looks good. It plays good. I played the multiplayer beta. We Happy Few looked great in demo form.
Yeah.
Like on the stage, like when you're watching that video. But when you play it on the floor and
it's rough.
That game is rough as hell.
Yeah.
And Below played really well, but I didn't want to like go too far into it, and I already knew what that game was all about. Like this is the one game that kind of like surprised me, I guess.
Yeah, dude, Recore was like something that like I was gonna get surprised, like I thought I'd get surprised by, but the game, dude, they kind of leading into it got announced and leaked, dude. But Dead Rising 4, going back to the roots, dude,
awesome.
For me of like, it's classic Dead Rising gameplay, which has always been pretty solid. But now they've added like each button, like you can just right away switch to your ranged weapon, right away switch to your melee weapon, right away your thrown items. Like it just making that combat, because the game is all about combat anyways. So it's like you got the combat right at your fingertips, and it played so smooth, dude. It's like added like a ton of like new vehicles that you guys can get and check out. And they had this all available for me in the demo, like right out the gate, dude. You're just like throwing down Thor's axe, dude, like causing lightning bolts and a ruckus, and just like the discovery, the deaths, like everything is really good, man. And plus, dude, it's Christmas time, and blood and guts flying everywhere.
So nice. That game ran pretty crisp too.
Yeah,
you were noting how many zombies you were hitting with like specials, and like you were using a amped up weapon, I know, with a lot of particle effects, and it still wasn't slowing anything down.
And that was one thing from Dead Rising 3, that it ran good and had a ton of guys, but there was a lot of slowdown. And I felt like I knew how to push this game because I've played a lot of Dead Rising, so I knew what I could do to like push this sucker into like the hardest areas. And it held up, dude. It held up with everything I was giving it, dude. I was dressing in all the crazy stuff, dude. I was getting in cars, trying to run over as many dudes and cause as much shit on the screen to break it in front of the developers as I could, and I couldn't do it, dude.
You're
I couldn't
the
break
first person to find a secret costume that no one else had found, so that was pretty rad.
Dude, I was, man. What was it, Morgan from Darkstalkers?
Darkstalkers, yeah. World exclusive, so that was pretty rad.
World exclusive, dude! So that's, dude, Forza Horizon 3, Dead Rising 4, probably the best showings for the Xbox One games out there. They had, like I said, Recore. Kind of surprised me because it looked like crap during the video, but then you watch it and play, and it plays pretty decent, dude. It looks like it still needs a little bit of work. And then, you know, Scalebound was absent on the showroom floor, so we didn't get a chance to touch that. So I'm sure there's a few games that we might have missed, but I doubt it, dude. I feel like we touched on everything that was the best of, dude, that we can get our hands on. Sea of Thieves didn't impress, dude. It's just lacking something. It just needs more than you playing like a like you're just running on a beach playing music.
People, like even on the show floor, it just didn't feel like. I feel like maybe if you, I, and the rest of the team get together and play and make our own memories and like do some crazy shit ourselves, we'll have some good stories to tell. But outside of that, I don't know, man. Just like having a glass of ale in a video game is not enough to get me excited at this stage in the game.
No, dude, no, not at all. But Dead Rising 4, dude, is coming out this holiday, and shoot, man, this September you get Forza Horizon 3. So 2 of the best games we saw at E3 are coming to you guys later this year. Thank you guys for joining us on AlertNav.com for the best Xbox One's games at E3 2016. Thank you, Jason, for joining me, and we'll see you guys later. Make sure you check out all our other videos for E3, tons of content, and the PlayStation 4 and best of E3 videos. Thank you, guys.
Bye.